Alright folks, we have our John Deere X310 mower here, and it broke a belt, and I ordered one for an X310 and I got the wrong belt. I'm going to show you how not to get that. I ordered a belt for an X310 and it came in, it was a 92-inch belt. I need a 146-inch belt for this mower with the, it's got a 42-inch mowing deck on it, and I'm going to show you, you can either get out a tape measure or I'll show you a quick way to tell. Alright, so 146 inches divided by 2, in other words in half, is going to be 73 inches. I am 5'9", so it makes me 69 inches. So if the doubled up belt, because it's broken, right, just double it up. If the doubled up belt is taller than you are, depending on if you're 5'9" or not, that will tell you real quick if you've got a 146-inch belt. If you got a 92-inch belt, divide that in half, that's 46 inches. 46 inches is going to be just shy of 4 foot. So if you're taller than the belt is doubled up, unless you're under 4 foot, you've got probably a 92-inch belt. At any rate, I've got the link below to the right belt. Well, I've got the link below to either a 92 or a 146-inch belt, depending on what size mower deck you got. So let's show you how to get this, get the new belt on there. We got them in the package sitting right there on top of the mower. We're going to open it up and put the belt on. We ordered 3 of these, so that way we don't have to be a week without being able to mow, waiting for these to ship in. You order it on a Thursday or Friday, you're not going to get it probably till Monday or Tuesday. At any rate, this looks like the right belt. We're going to get it put on. Alright folks, I'm going to do what may seem impossible here, but I'm going to show you, or attempt to show you, how to get this belt on without any tools. So the first thing we got it, because I'm going to assume you're out mowing and this thing's popped off. You don't need a new belt at the moment, but you got to figure out how to get the belt back on so you can keep mowing. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate this thing with the spring on it. Okay, this thing right here with the spring on it, and then it's got a piece of angled iron here, and it goes back. It's got a pulley underneath of it, and we're gonna feed that belt around this pulley here, and then we're going to try to get around the other pulleys. What's going to make this difficult is we've got these things here, these belt guards that are designed to keep the belt from popping off. They're also going to make it hard to get the belt on here, but I'm going to show you, I think we can do this. So the first thing we're going to do is get this belt around that pulley right there. Alright, so once I have that belt around there, I'm going to pull it out and feed it through here. Or engage this gear and then do the same thing on the other side. So just like that. Now we're going to go do the left hand side. Alright, so that's our first pulley we started with back there. That's going to come around and it's going to go around this pulley right here. Now we got this retention bar that's going to keep this belt from going on here real well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cock this belt this way, and I'm going to hold it down over here. I'm going to pull, and that's going to allow it to rotate around that pulley and go on, even with this retaining bar on there. I'm going to try to get this on the tripod, see if we can get a picture of that. Pull down on this side, and then we're going to grab hold of this and we're going to pull. It's going to pop right on there without having to loosen up that retaining bar. So now I've got this around 3 pulleys. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a loop to go back here to the back around that idler pulley, and I'm going to feed it past the retention bar the same way I did this one. Alright, now the V side of this belt, the skinny side, has been in all these other first 3 pulleys, but on this one the flat side is going to go against the pulley, and you'll be able to tell that that's okay because this is a flat pulley. The inside of this pulley is flat. Alright, so again, we're just going to pull, put it rotate around and pop. It's going to pop right in. Now we're going to go on the other side and do it. All right, so we got around the idler arm. We're going to pull that belt, and hopefully it's going to pop right on. There it goes. All right, so what I'm left with now is a loop. It's pointing towards the front of the tractor. And what it wants to go on is this pulley right here that sticks out right from the bottom of the engine. Okay? That is direct drive hooked up to the crankshaft of the engine. So when the engine spins, it pulls on that belt. So what I need to do is get this around that pulley. But you can see it doesn't come forward enough to go around that pulley. This is where we're going to go back to this piece right here and the spring. I've got to pull that slack and pull that tension arm back to where it's going to give me enough slack to get this up on this pulley. All right, now I said I was going to show you how to do this without any tools. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Pulling this tensioning arm back is a little difficult. You might be able to do it if you're a manly kind of man, I guess, or if you got some help. But to do it by yourself, I think it's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to take this screwdriver and I'm going to insert it into that hole so that way I can easily pull this back. You hear that spring groaning. So I pull that back. That's going to put slack in this loop over here, and then I'm going to be able to feed it up on that spool. Don't know if I can film it, but we're going to do it. And make sure you don't get your fingers in between that belt and that thing, because otherwise if you let loose that tensioner, it's going to pinch you really bad. All right, so I got loose of that. I'm just going to let this go. And there we go. Belt is on. Now what we got to do is start it up, make sure it works, make sure it cuts grass. But it should be good to go. Nope. Wait a minute, I take that back. I just noticed. All right, see my spindle right below that? I've got that retaining pin. My belt's popped out on the outside of that, so I'm gonna have to fix that first. So important that you check your belt path before you turn the engine on, because I could have started that up and gauged it, and that could have tore up my brand new belt, and I'd be buying a new one, putting a new one on here. All right, see that right there? That's no bueno.